Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for joining. This episode, we're going to do a little story time. And this story time has to do with you can always do more than you think you can do and developing a strong mindset. This story has to do with plateaus and a plateau that I faced in weightlifting several years ago. So, in weightlifting, when a beginner starts weightlifting, the pinnacle for them a lot of times is what they call a two-plate bench, benching with two plates. So that's two plates on each side, 225 pounds. You know, for a beginner, when they're starting, if they're just starting with the bar and a 10 on each side, or wherever they're starting from, usually two plates is their first goal, then three plates, then four plates, and so on. So for me, when I first started, I was just trying to get up to 135. Got to 135 and then 150 and so on. And then I said, okay, I want to get to 225. I want to do repetitions with 225. So this is going back several years. And unfortunately, I had a sticking point at about 215 pounds. No, actually it was 205. I had a sticking point at about 205. I just couldn't get past 205. I couldn't break through that plateau. I could do a few repetitions with it, but I couldn't get to where I could handle it really easy. So I think I was up to maybe 5 or 6 repetitions, but I was trying to get up to doing more repetitions with 205. And no matter what I did, whenever I put 225 on the bar, I couldn't move it. I just couldn't break through the plateau with 225. So one day I'm in the gym working out with my brother Larry, and we're working on the bench press. And he tells me, okay, look, I'm going to spot you while you do the lift. So to spot somebody, you stand behind them, and they lay down and they're getting ready to lift the bar. So I put on 205. I put 205 on the bar, and I said, okay, let me do a set with 205. So I throw 205 on the bar, lay down, get positioned for the bench, grab the bar, and I unrack the bar, and it felt a little bit heavy for 205. It felt a little bit heavy, and I was like, wow, okay, this is going to be a rough day because 205 feels heavy. And I think I was getting 205 for maybe 3 to 5 repetitions. I don't remember the exact amount of repetitions I was getting with it, but I think maybe 3 repetitions or something like that with 205. And so I unrack it, and like I said, it felt a little bit heavy. I remember it felt pretty heavy for that weight. And I said, man, I think this is going to be a weak day for me. So I lower the bar, push it back up, got my first repetition in, and I said, man, I don't know what's going on here. This feels really heavy for 205. It feels really heavy for 205. Did another repetition, and I did one more. Squeezed out 3 repetitions with 205. So I sit up on the bench, and my brother says, turn around and look at the bar. I turned around, I looked at the bar, and he had put 225 on the bar. He snuck extra weight on the bar when I laid down to do the bench. So when I was getting set up and getting zoned into doing 205, he slid 225 on the bar because he knew I was strong enough to do it, but I didn't know I was strong enough to do it. So I unracked that weight. Like I said, it felt a little bit heavy. I thought it was only 205, but I pushed it up anyway because I thought it was lighter weight than I was actually pushing. So I was benching 225, but in my mind, I thought it was 205. So that's why I wanted to bring this story up is always try to envision and visualize yourself doing a little more than where you're currently at. Doing a little more than where you're currently at. Never settle for the weight that you're lifting, the distance that you're running, the weight that you've lost on your diet. It's all up here. We have these mental blocks from various things, and they can be overcome sometimes with the help of a workout partner, sometimes with the help of a motivational video like this one. sometimes with a trainer, sometimes through meditation, sometimes just through getting results. You know, sometimes you don't need any outside influences. Sometimes you just need to see little results coming little by little baby steps. And I wanted to share this one with you because no matter where you're at in your fitness endeavor or in your life in general, never think that that's your true plateau. There's always a little bit more you can do. You can always do more than you think you can do. There's always a little bit more that can be done. So I wanted to share the story with you. I broke through my plateau because I thought that the bar was lighter than it was up here. I thought it was a lighter weight, but it was really a heavier weight. So remember, always remember, you can do more than you think you can do. You can do more than you think you can do. You can do one more rep. You can do one more minute of cardio. You can prep one more meal. You can drink a little more water. You can always do a little more than you think you can do. Hope this has been informative. Have a nice day.